If you've been training hard to your limit, but still haven't seen visible muscle growth even after months, or maybe you're just getting started and want to take the best path from day one, this video is for you. Because here's the truth. There's a brand new study that just confirmed a faster way to finally unlock muscle growth. And no, it's not about lifting heavier or spending endless hours in the gym. The secret I'll reveal today might flip everything you thought you knew about training. But before I give you that big reveal, let's talk about why so many people waste years doing the wrong things. They train longer, they push heavier, they copy what everyone else is doing, and still don't see real results. What if there's a smarter, easier way that works for both beginners and experienced lifters? Stick with me, because in a few minutes, I'll show you how this method can change your training forever. And trust me, you don't want to miss it. Most guys in the gym believe the formula is simple. Lift heavier, do more sets, spend more hours, and you'll automatically grow. Sounds logical, right? But here's the twist. Science is showing us that this old-school mindset might actually be holding you back. You see it every day. People pushing insane weight with sloppy form, chasing numbers just for ego, and then wondering why their muscles aren't growing. That's the first big myth we need to break. And here's where it gets interesting. Social media has amplified this idea even more. Scroll through Instagram or TikTok, and you'll see endless clips of people screaming under heavy bars, claiming that's the secret to gains. The problem? Most of those routines don't translate into real results for the average guy. What the new study revealed is that growth has way less to do with how much weight you're moving, and way more to do with how you're actually training your muscles. So think about it. Have you been overloading your joints, adding more plates week after week, but still not seeing the progress you deserve? Or maybe you're starting out and already worried you'll waste years chasing the wrong advice. That's exactly why this study is so important. It clears the noise, cuts through the myths, and points to a faster, smarter path to real muscle growth. And in just a moment, I'll break down what it discovered and how you can use it starting today. What this new study uncovered is that muscle growth responds best when you combine the right intensity with the right frequency, not endless hours of lifting. The participants who followed a smarter approach didn't train more, they trained better. By keeping their sets controlled, aiming for just the right effort close to failure, and repeating this more often through the week, their results skyrocketed. The researchers confirmed that muscles don't need punishment, they need precise stimulation to grow faster. And here's where it gets exciting. This strategy not only built muscle, but it also did it in a way that felt more sustainable. Less joint pain, less burnout, and more consistency over time. Think about it. What's the point of training so hard that you can't even show up for your next session? With this method, people not only gained size, but also felt stronger and more motivated to keep going. That's the kind of progress that snowballs into serious transformation. Now, imagine applying this yourself. Instead of dragging through long, exhausting workouts that leave you feeling stuck, you'd be hitting the gym with a plan that actually delivers. Faster growth, better recovery, and a system backed by real science. And in just a moment, I'll show you exactly how to put this into practice step by step, so you can stop guessing and finally see the gains you've been chasing. And finally, in our first step. Most lifters think hitting a muscle once a week is enough, but that's one of the biggest mistakes holding back growth. Muscles need frequent stimulation, not random punishment. By training each muscle group 2 times per week, you're giving it the constant signal to grow while still allowing recovery in between. Think of it like watering a plant. You don't flood it once a week and hope it survives. You feed it consistently. This is how you create steady, compounding growth that shows up week after week in the mirror. Now in our second step, forget about going to absolute failure every set. That just burns you out and risks injury. The science shows the sweet spot is leaving 1 to 2 reps in reserve. That means when your form starts to slow and the burn is real, you stop just before your technique falls apart. This way, you're pushing your muscles hard enough to force adaptation, but you're still in control. Over time, this balance lets you recover faster, stay consistent, and stack up muscle without the setbacks of overtraining. In our third step, this is where most people miss out. They rush through reps just to move the weight. But the real growth happens when you slow it down, especially on the lowering phase. Take 3 seconds down, a pause at the bottom, and then drive up with power. That simple shift triples the time your muscles are actually working, and that's the trigger for hypertrophy. It's not about how much weight you move, It's about how much work your muscles actually do with every rep. Moving on to our fourth step. More sets doesn't always mean more muscle. In fact, piling on endless sets just adds junk volume that your body can't recover from. Instead, aim for 3 to 5 solid sets per exercise where you're truly locked in and working hard. That's all it takes to stimulate maximum growth when combined with good form and controlled tempo. Remember, it's not about bragging that you did 20 sets of chest, it's about walking out of the gym knowing every rep counted. And in the fifth step, once you've nailed the basics, sprinkle in advanced techniques to push past plateaus. Drop sets, rest pause, or even blood flow restriction with light weights can take your training to the next level without needing heavier loads. These methods create extra stress on the muscle fibers, signaling them to grow bigger and stronger. Use them as a finisher, not your whole workout, and you'll notice a pump and growth stimulus unlike anything you felt before. This is the kind of fine-tuning that turns a good routine into a championship-level program. Before we dive deeper into applying this new study, I've got to be real with you. None of it will matter if you're still making the same mistakes most guys make in the gym. And trust me, these are the mistakes that keep people stuck year after year. So if you actually want to see real changes in the mirror, you need to know what's holding you back first. Stick with me here, because fixing these could be the difference between spinning your wheels or finally building the body you've been chasing. A big mistake is training to failure every single set. I get it. It feels hardcore, like you're proving something. But what you're really proving is that you're wrecking your recovery. Going to failure occasionally has its place, but doing it nonstop drains your energy and slows down growth. What builds real muscle is training smart, knowing when to push close to the edge and when to hold back just enough to come back stronger the next session. That's how you actually keep progressing without burning out. Here's the deal. You can train perfectly, but if your nutrition isn't lined up with your workouts, you'll always feel like you're chasing results that never come. Muscle growth doesn't happen just in the gym. It happens when your body has the right fuel to recover and rebuild. That's why protein is the #1 priority. Spread it evenly across your meals instead of trying to cram it all into one giant shake. Think eggs for breakfast, chicken or fish at lunch, and maybe Greek yogurt or whey as a snack. Your body can only use so much at a time, so consistency wins here. But protein isn't the whole story. Carbs are your training partner, not your enemy. Eating the right carbs before and after your workout gives your muscles the energy to push hard and the recovery to bounce back stronger. Rice, potatoes, oats, even fruit, they all have their place. Skip the carbs and you'll feel flat, tired, and weaker over time. Include them strategically and you'll feel the pump, keep your strength high, and recover twice as fast. That's how you match your nutrition with this smarter way of training. And don't forget fats, the healthy kind. Avocados, nuts, olive oil, fatty fish, they're key for keeping your hormones balanced, and hormones are the real engine behind muscle growth. When your testosterone and growth hormone are in check, everything else becomes easier. Combine solid protein, smart carbs, and healthy fats, and suddenly your training doesn't just feel better. It produces results that you can see and feel week after week. That's the fuel that makes the science work in your favor. Once you've nailed the basics, it's time to add a few smart hacks that can push your growth to the next level. One of the best is the drop set, finishing a heavy set, then instantly lowering the weight and going again without rest. This simple trick squeezes every bit of energy out of your muscles and creates a pump that tells your body, we need to grow. Another powerful option is rest pause training, where you push close to failure. Take a quick 15-second breather, then keep going. It forces your muscles to recruit fibers they normally wouldn't, and that's how you break plateaus. But hacks aren't just about intensity, they're also about strategy. Swapping exercises every 6 to 8 weeks keeps your muscles guessing and prevents stagnation. Tracking your progress, whether it's weights, reps, or even how your body feels, ensures you're moving forward instead of repeating the same workout without results. These small adjustments may not sound flashy, but together they stack up into faster growth, less wasted time, and training that keeps delivering results month after month. That's how advanced lifters stay ahead, and now you can too. At the end of the day, this new study proves one thing. Building muscle faster isn't about crushing yourself with more sets or heavier weights. It's about training smarter. By applying the steps we covered today, you'll unlock steady growth that actually lasts. And if you want to go even deeper, don't leave just yet. On the screen right now, you'll see my previous video where I reveal hidden tricks no one talks about. But but that can completely unlock your muscle growth. Click it, and let's keep taking your results to the next level.